Hey, what's going on, babies? It's me, Miss B, and Girlfriend Peggy. Hey, Girlfriend Peggy, what's up,
Hey,
baby?
girlfriend, Miss B. Hey, beautiful.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. Rough day, but I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm
Hey,
here.
we get it done, don't we? We
Yeah.
get it done no
Yeah.
matter what. We push all the way through. Listen, we are so happy to be together tonight to do Raw Talk Live every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Girlfriend Peggy and yours truly, we go live on Facebook and on YouTube to bring you Raw Talk. It is adult conversations about relationships and love and romance and all kinds of things. And tonight we have a special treat for you. This lady is blowing up all over social media. She's already had a video that's gone viral. And if you are down with TikTok, like I'm down with TikTok, like Girlfriend Peggy is down with TikTok, you may have already seen her. But now you get an opportunity to be up close and personal, meet her in person. And we
Yeah.
are excited to have her as our guest because she has a very unique, special story. I don't know about you, girlfriend, but when you were growing up, did people give you a hard way to go about your size, about having large breasts, or being maybe a little curvier or bigger than the other girls? Was that ever an issue? Did you get
I,
teased or bullied?
I remember a lot of comments, to the fact that I was heavier than most of the slim, thin girls. Like I was on the dance team, I was in the band, and especially the dance team. Those girls were super skinny, skinny. And I had hips and little curves and other things going on, but I never let it bother me for some reason. That's just who I was. I had the thickness, and I didn't know what it was at that time. I just was, that's what I was. That's my size was my size.
Yes,
So,
yes,
and I came from a family of aunts with big hips and butts and booties and that type of thing, and breasts and just big thighs, and that's my family DNA. We just big, fine, gorgeous women. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put that out
yes,
there.
yes. Say that.
Yeah, yeah. So it was kind of normal to me, and I think from a young age, my mom always put in my head, you know, just be who you are, whatever size you are. Even though you're 24, carry yourself like you're 4. It doesn't matter. Just do you.
Yep.
And that's the attitude I've always had. This
Yep,
is me.
and that's a good thing. You had a good, healthy attitude about it. I can remember, people. Well, I wasn't that. I wasn't. I was fat, but I wasn't thick or fine or anything like that. But the emphasis now that people put on your body size and shape is different than what it was back then. If you had
Yes.
if you had a big booty, they would tell you you need to put on a girdle.
Right.
Don't have that
Girdle.
thing shaking all over the place, or put
That
on
was
some
it.
controlled pantyhose or that sort of thing. And
Right.
it wasn't touted so much. It wasn't, it wasn't something to show off. And you certainly didn't have a bunch of people going around buying ass. They may have gone out and bought breasts, but they weren't going out and getting booty implants. That wasn't the thing.
Yeah, I don't think for us, for Black women as a whole, I don't think we were really getting breast implants way back 20, 30 years ago. That was more so, I think, Caucasian women
Yeah.
booted up and get, like the big, big, giant breasts. That's what they
Yeah.
men like, big breasts.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I think we just recently started getting into the cosmetics of, getting bigger breasts and snatching the stomach and the waist in and all those, adding butt in and all that other stuff under recent, last 10, 15 years, probably. Maybe
Probably
20.
so. I would
Yeah.
agree. Michelle Reese Baggett in the building. Hey, what's going on, beautiful? Thank
Hey,
you for
beautiful.
joining us. We appreciate that. Always much love to all the folks who have joined us, who are in the virtual building with us tonight. If you're on YouTube, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, share, and smash that notification bell. We are just working diligently on growing our channel. So what happened is our guest got started on TikTok. And so tonight we have the pleasure of having the show being produced tonight by my friend Terry Vincent Blight. And so Terry is joining us tonight to help out. So if you would please show one of the videos of our guest as she does her thing on TikTok.
It should be criminal to look this good. It should be criminal. It should be outlawed. People should be persecuted for being this beautiful. Fortunately, they're not. Otherwise, I'd be guilty.
It is a crime. We just don't know what we're going to charge you with yet. We're not sure what the punishment is going to be. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's a crime to be that fine. Put your hands together, show your love for Miss Vanessa Ross Taylor joining us tonight on Raw Talk Live. She's a superstar. What's going on, boo? How you do?
Hi, ladies. Hi, queens.
You're beautiful. How are you?
Fine.
How are you tonight, gorgeous?
I am doing good. I mean, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. I've waited on this for a couple of weeks now, and I mean, I'm just happy to be here. I feel blessed.
I'm happy that you're here. We're honored.
Yes.
And when she told me you were coming on, I was excited. I was like, what?
Thank you.
What? I was like, somebody know her. I was like, somebody know her? They was like, yeah, somebody know her. We're going to get in contact with her, blah, 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 and have her on the show. I was like, all right, now, let's do this.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, it was your brother-in-law is a friend of mine on Facebook, and I used one of your TikTok videos just to promote the show. Just to get people's attention. Really, it didn't have anything to do with the show. It was just eye-catching. And I'm telling you, my DM blew up. Men that I hadn't talked to in forever will reach, hey, do you know her? Hey, is that a friend of yours? Oh my God. I'm like, and hello, good evening. How are you? I didn't sleep with you last night. You can't say hello to a bitch or something, but you just had them going crazy, girl. And I said, oh my, so your brother-in-law, he reached out to me in my DM and he said, hey, that's my sister-in-law. I said, oh my God, she is awesome. We would love to talk to her. And he said, I'll make it happen. And he did. And boom, now here you are.
So I'm grateful to him. He was very sweet. He was like, hey, you're not going to believe this, but a celebrity, she wants to get a chance to talk to you. And her name is Miss B. She's got a radio station. Just, call her back. And I'm like calling you back like right away.
Yep, you sure did. You sure did. And it was a wonderful thing. And we had a great conversation. And so, and that's why we said from thick to thin and back again, because you started out just like how Peggy said, as being a young lady, with all of this body. You had this thickness. How were people treating you?
Well, I think for me, it was more of a sexualization. Like so it was, having breasts at 10. And it was just, it was a lot. It was boys at that time, just, oh, look, she's got big boobs, and they would just go on about it. And then as I got older, I don't think it got any better. I think as now it's better, because now everybody body is being accepted, right?
Yes.
So
yes,
and it's beautiful to see anywhere from a 28, 30 all the way down to a 12 being accepted. But back then it just wasn't accepted.
And men said and did inappropriate things to young women who matured early, who developed, all of those parts early on, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
And it can leave you kind of confused.
It can leave you confused and you're ashamed. So, you cover up, you wear big t-shirts because you don't feel comfortable with, with what you've been given. And, that's pretty much where I was. But I'm not like that anymore.
Hello, somebody. We done figured that out. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. And, sometimes it takes a little while to get comfortable in your own skin. You know, what was surprising to me is when you shared with me that you felt so uncomfortable being as fine and voluptuous as you are, and then you sought to do something about it, to
Yeah.
change that. What did you do?
Well, I was just, I was depressed. So I was literally dying to be thin. And it's the truth. And I just wanted to let, other people know that, you have to accept yourself for who you are. But at the time, it was a mental thing for me. And I remember that my mom was built the way I am now. And I didn't want that, because the beauty was not that. It was being a pencil. It was being thin. It was being, it wasn't the way we're built now.
No.
I was looking at, I was looking at what, a white America was saying this is the way we should
Right.
look.
It was the European standard of beauty,
Yeah.
to be slim in the hips, to really not have, a lot of derriere, maybe to have large breasts, that type of thing, but certainly not to be what everybody is doing now, buying breasts, getting snatched, all of that kind of stuff. We weren't doing that type of thing back in the day, and so now that's what everybody's doing, and it's become a lot more acceptable.
Right. And I was dieting. So I would always
So
go to,
why were you dieting?
I thought I could lose it. I thought I could, I didn't want it. I didn't want the breast. I didn't want the hips. I didn't want the butt. I didn't want the thighs because the thighs were really
Yes.
fat. So I didn't want the, so what I found was
Okay.
that the more I worked out, it just seemed like the bigger they became. Right. So, I mean, like, why am I bulking up? I would ask my husband, what's going on? And he's like, well, you need to eat more protein, do this, do that. But I was bulking. My shoulders were getting wider and I was just getting more thicker by the minute. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to get a gastric band. Right. I was desperate.
Okay.
I was desperate to be thin. And I got approved
And
for it.
how old were you when you did that?
When I got the gastric band, I
Yeah.
was 40 years old.
Okay. So even at 40, all you had been through all your life, you are a fully grown woman, have had plenty of experiences, and you still were feeling the feelings you had as a young woman
Yes.
regarding your body, and still not liking it,
Still
and
not
and being
liking my body.
comfortable.
Not comfortable in my body. I just wanted to be a size 3 because I felt that was where I was supposed to be. So I went, got the gastric band. They did a lot of, they make you talk to a shrink, and you have to get approval by many, many doctors. So, I wadded my way through, I faked it, and I got approved. They did the band, and about maybe a year into the band, it kicked in, and I went from, I believe I was 260. That was my heaviest weight. So
That's pretty juicy.
yes, I was juicy. I was 260, and I went from 260 to, I mean, just it went so fast. I went down to like 170. And then from there, every week, 10 pounds would just drop off. So literally, as it was dropping off, I got down to 90 pounds. And I didn't see a problem. I was, again, something, my mind was telling me that I'm beautiful. But people were saying to me, friends that were thick, they were saying, hey, we don't want to scare you or make you think that we're jealous, but you need to look at what's going on with you. So it took
Wow.
friends and my niece, who was also voluptuous and thick, to say, we're not jealous. We just want you to see that something's wrong. And one day I did. I got a chance to look in the mirror. I was going to the fair with my granddaughter. It was about 4 years ago. Went to the fair with her. Someone stole our car, ran across the street to get the footage from the neighbor. As I'm knocking on the door, the neighbor comes out and he's looking for me. And he asked my husband, Your daughter just came to the door. Is she okay? Because I was literally so tiny and small.
So tiny, so small. Want to see
Wow.
what Jane is saying. uh uh Jane is saying, and she did too. She said, you guys grew up on in the Twiggy era before the breasts were in. Remember Jane Mansfield and Marilyn Monroe? They were busty before that. And there were a lot of white starlets. That's what they are. They were busty, like Dolly Parton, but they didn't have that other stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen.
Other stuff going on. I think maybe Marilyn Monroe might have been the biggest. I think at the time she might have been a 10 or a 12. So she had some hips going on, but even then she dieted and lost it all. So yeah, I got so skinny that, I just really had to look at myself, and then I couldn't eat. So, I would eat, and then I would regurgitate. We're talking truth. I'm not going to hide it.
Oh, you mean like you were bulimic and
I was,
anorexic?
yes. So I would throw the food up. Whatever I took in, it was deliberate. So it wasn't the van doing it to me at the time. It was me trying to stay that size. I started at I believe I was in a 20. I went from a 20 to an 18, from 18 to a 12, from a 12 to a 10, 10, 8, 7, 3, and then I went straight to a 0. So in that picture with my granddaughter, I was a size 0.
Oh, can we see that picture again? I think Terry has the picture for us. So that's this picture where you have on the white shirt and you're standing there with your grandbaby. You are
yes,
teeny tiny.
Yes, and she's about as big as I am. I'm just taller.
And then to the other side, we see you, I guess, before you got that small, when you were on your way down.
I was on my way down on the left side of me.
Yes.
I was I believe I was a 5 there. So I was a size 5 with the leopard suit on. And then the one in the middle is me last year around this time, embracing the weight, being healthy, because it's all about health is wealth. And that's about because I was starving in the other 2 pictures.
Oh my God.
So I literally
Starving to
starved
death.
I was dying to be thin, and that's the truth.
Wow.
So I just want all the girls out there that are listening, and women, to know that, it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy. And also we want them to know that you're beautiful at whatever size you are. Whatever size you are, embrace that size. If you want to do better, then you put forth the effort to do better, to get at a smaller, healthier weight. But like I said, when I'm a size 24, 26, 28, whatever size I'm at, I can't hide behind a person that's a size 4, because you're going to see me come into the room anyway. Right. So it's no sense in trying to be ashamed of hiding your body, who you are, what you look like. Present yourself well, put yourself together the best way you can, and you go out into the world.
You go out into the world.
There's no sense in trying to hide.
There's no sense in trying to hide it, and embrace it. And because the best thing a woman can wear is her confidence and a smile.
That's right.
And he's taught me that. My size is 26, and she's drop dead gorgeous. And when she walks in the room, she lights it up. She really does. So it took her being younger than me. My niece is 40, and she's always been a big girl. She was a big baby, and from a big baby to my baby, she was always big, and it never bothered her, never. And when I looked at her and just being around her and her friends and realizing that, dang, they're happy. They're actually happy, and they have all this confidence.
Yeah. Why? This newer generation, they don't care about all of the stuff that we care. They don't care. They do not care.
They don't care.
They go, we do not care.
They're gonna let the belly hang out. They're gonna let the belly hang out. They're gonna be out there dropping it like they're size 3. They're doing the challenges and everything else, like what's going on. Miss Beats was showing me. Yeah. They don't they getting it in. They getting it in.
Getting
Big
it in.
girls. I mean big girls.
Big
You know,
girls. They
they're
doing that
there.
good knees challenge. They are blowing my
Mm-hmm.
mind doing that good knees challenge. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That thing
Well,
is
I'm gonna say
awesome.
I did the good knees, baby, and the next day, I'm just the next day I'm rubbing myself. I had sore because I had to really do the challenge and do it well because I'm 5, so I got to show you what I'm working with too. But the next day, I don't. Yes, the knees were hurting. I'm like, why is my knees hurting? I'm like, okay, now I know.
Now you know. Now you remember. It came back to you, and your audio dropped out there for a second, and people missed hearing you say that you are 55 years fine.
Yes,
They
I'm
missed that
55.
part, so we want to make sure we get that in.
Yes, and very happy with it. I no reason to lie about my age. I'm proud. I've embraced it, and I want all women to embrace growing old gracefully. I've decided that I wasn't going to dye my hair anymore. So this is all new. I've just let the gray grow in, and
That's
I
gorgeous.
It
transformation.
is it's absolutely fabulous. You look
Thank
you look marvelous, baby. You look
Yeah,
marvelous. They ain't got nothing on you. I'm
you.
gonna tell you that right now. And
that's
folks know.
wonderful.
So if you're just joining us, we're talking to the beautiful and talented Vanessa Ross Taylor. She is. You can find her on TikTok at it's what is it at
At
stacked
Silver
low.
Stack.
It's on the screen
Yeah.
because she stacked like that. Okay, it's on the screen how you can find her and follow her on TikTok. And we want to show another one of your TikToks. I had another one that I used real briefly to promote you on the show. So if you all miss seeing that, you get an idea where Miss Vanessa is coming from. And that's how you hurt somebody's feelings. That's how you hurt somebody's feelings right there, baby. That's how it's done for sure.
Well, you're beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you to say. Now, the TikTok thing, I do a little tickety TikTok, and I do more watching than I do promoting, but I need to switch that up. But you are doing the doggone thing. How has life changed for you since you started doing TikTok?
Oh my goodness. I've been I'm kind of like treated like a celebrity, so it kind of feels good. I went to my husband's homecoming in we were in Cleveland, Ohio. It was
Mhm.
Wilberforce, and a guy knew TikTok, so he was like, "Oh, I've seen you on TikTok. Can I get a picture? I just want my wife to see how your hair looks and how beautiful you are."
Liar. He lied. He just wanted to get close to you. He just wanted to hold on. He just wanted to see if he could get his shoulder next to your left titty. He was lying through his teeth. Liar, liar, pants on fire. He wanted to put his arms around your waist. Listen, he wanted to get a picture so he could show all his friends. He ain't showed his wife that picture, that liar. But it's okay.
So yeah, it's a great deal. I do run into fans that know me, and it feels good. It feels good, but it's all.
Yep. Well, see, that's a beautiful thing. So, we talk about being 55 and how different things are now. Have you always been on social media? Were you doing Facebook and Instagram and that type of thing before?
I was always doing Facebook, so I'd post family posts, things with the family, going out eating, going to different restaurants and talking about whether they were a 1 or a 10. So I always did that on Facebook. Had a little bit of Instagram, but Instagram, I think my followers were like 500. And TikTok, I had a TikTok for like maybe a year, and I had maybe 200 people on there, and they were mostly family. So I blew up this summer. So in a matter of about 2 months, I went from 200 fans to I think I'm at 55.9 or 54.9 right now. And
Okay, almost 6,000.
Yes.
yeah, almost 60,000.
Oh, 60,000.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That is
Good.
awesome. That is
Good.
spectacular. That is absolutely off the chart right there. So, with all the things that you do, because we didn't share with people that you're also a realtor
Yes, I am. So I'm a
by
real estate,
profession.
and it gives me a chance to work from home. So on my downtime is when I do my TikTok, and then I do a little bit more than that. I try to work with girls and mentor them. It's a youth football league with cheer. I, me as well as my husband, we put in a lot of time, and we pay for a lot of things out of our own pocket because we just want our inner city kids, our African American kids, we want them to be great, and we want them to have a chance at everything that they deserve.
That's wonderful. That's good that you have that you have a way to give back to the community. And it seems like at the rate that you're going, you're going to have a lot more to give back.
I hope so, because it's what makes me happy, and this is our future. So these are our future queens, our future kings. We need them, right?
Yeah.
So we need them to
Yes.
be busy, and when you're busy, uh, my grandmother used to say, the devil's workshop is that idle time where
Yep.
there's nothing going on. But if you're busy cheering or playing soccer or doing something, then you don't have time to get involved with foolishness.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, of all the things you could do, what drove you to start doing TikTok and doing it the way you could see before on social media? You were posting little family events and where you were going out to eat and doing that type of thing. But this TikTok movement is a whole different attitude. That's a different flavor.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to be honest. We're on Raw Talk, and I'm going to give it to you raw. Uh,
Okay.
a woman came into my DM, and she wanted me to know that she had been seeing my husband. So whether I don't know if it's whether there was any truth to it, but I had, and I know that the world is built of haters. Okay, so you have a lot of people that they see you doing good and they want what you have, and that's something that we're still working on. But she definitely came in, and she came in with some receipts, and so from there it was just like, uh, I either I'm gonna do something I'm not supposed to be doing um, in revenge, or I'm going to give something else my time. And that's what
Okay.
I decided to do. I decided to let me embrace growing older, and embrace that things happen that shouldn't have happened. And I just really threw myself into, and I'm just going to be honest, I threw myself into the TikTok because I felt so enraged that I would have hurt someone. So
I-
I threw myself into the TikTok, and it took up, it gave me a sense of peace, and it gave me a sense of, I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm a beautiful Black queen, and I'm a good person,
right.
right?
And
And
I don't deserve
that
this.
happens to good people. So let me show you what I'm working with, and that's how it.
Okay. Wow, that's something else. So you went to TikTok almost as a form of revenge to keep from doing something revengeful that would really hurt some people.
Right. Because at the end of the day, my mom died, and she told me that, you have to channel your anger in what you love. I love to dance. I love fashion. I love jewelry. And TikTok, it has all of that. Excuse me.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
kind of like myself into that to keep from hurting somebody. And
Mhm.
that's the truth.
Hey, I understand. And then look what happened.
Yes,
Look what happened. And the sky is the limit now.
the sky's the limit because I want to use it as a platform to bring awareness to just anything that has to do with us, right? We have
Yes.
so many black kings, and they're killing each other every day. A lot of gun violence, they're murdering each other, and it's mostly us. It's mostly our skin.
Yeah,
That's
us on us.
We're doing it to each other.
We're doing
So
it to ourselves. We
yeah,
are.
so we're into the Black Lives Matter, and I love it. But we cannot say Black Lives Matter until they matter to us.
Exactly.
So once they matter to us, then everybody else is going to get it.
Yes, they'll fall in line.
They'll
Now, because of the discrepancy that happened in your marriage that drove you to take it to TikTok, are you
yes,
going to be sharing your journey on how you work on a marriage or repair a marriage after
yes,
infidelity?
yes. Because I've been married. I met my husband when I believe I was 17, and I believe he was 22 or 3.
Okay.
Okay, so we've been together for a very, very long time. We've been married probably longer than most of my TikTok followers. We've
Yes.
been together 38 years, and we've been married 30.
Wow.
So yes, we and infidelity. You always, when you think about infidelity, you think about, oh, when you're in your 20s, you know, but it happens, and it happens. I'm in my 50s. My husband is in his early 60s. So I didn't think it would happen to us because I thought we were past that stage. And it
Mhm.
it did happen to us. So we're trying to figure out, where do we go from here, right?
Right.
um, what is next in our lives. uh, you know we know that men, they can sleep with a woman without anything. You don't have to love They don't have to love. I know that they're showing that women cheat more now than men do. And
Yes.
I don't want to be that woman that's cheating. So this is the reason why I threw myself into TikTok, while we figure out what we're going to do with our marriage.
Yeah, because it's going to take some work. You're talking about rebuilding trust,
We
and taking some therapy to figure out why it is uh, a partner would go astray without saying anything to the other partner. Like, or what makes a person feel like it's all right to do whatever it is they feel like doing, and
Right.
endanger endanger a relationship, endanger a person, could bring you back something that
Exactly.
that would be detrimental to your health.
And
There's just a lot of things.
it's more than cheating. It's That's something that can take you out of here. Because if you're cheating with someone, that person is cheat. You don't expect a cheater to be faithful, right?
Right.
So if they're cheating and somebody else is cheating, and it's just a melting pot. Um,
Hmm.
what makes someone, why are you doing that? And because I was blind, I was happy, and I'm still happy because I won't let anything take my joy. Um, I was I was very happy, and someone came into my inbox and said, "Oh, Queen, you're asleep. You need to open your eyes." She called me a queen and said I needed to open my eyes about my husband that she's sleeping with.
How can people be so bold as to come and tell you that they are the ones who's doing that?
Because I think for her, she really thought that if I can do this, then I will have him. I will have the life that she has, right? I
Right.
can make some TikToks and not worry about working. So, I think that that's what she's, and probably still praying for that, she could have that. But if someone loves you, it doesn't mean that they're going to treat you the same way that they treated someone else.
That's true.
And that's what women need to understand, because what we know is that men are cheating with women,
For the most
correct?
part, hopefully, pray, please, and thank you. but you know, but there's another side to that too. That if somebody is sneak and cheat with a woman, you don't know what other, well, you'd like to think you know what other sexual tendencies they might have, but they could be out there doing some other real tricky, weird stuff too.
Exactly. Because there's no honor among thieves. Correct?
Correct.
So,
Correct.
I just take it as that I prayed about it. I'm religious, and I've
Absolutely.
been just trying to figure out, I know that it's nothing wrong with me. So
Okay.
and women know that too, that if anybody that's being cheated on, get your mate. Your mate has to figure out what's going on in their lives, right? And then
That's
there has to
right.
be some type of healing and some therapy that goes on with that, if that's what you all choose to. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
Have you started journaling as part of your process?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
because that's going to be critical with the book and the movie and the play. It's going to be critical. We have a playwright in the audience with us tonight. Want to give a shout out to Dion Turner. She's joined us tonight. She wrote this play, The Other Woman.
Oh,
Okay, and it's going to be showing in Orlando on Saturday, November 5th. I believe it's at Jones High. So if you're in Orlando or the surrounding area, you can make sure that you go and check her out.
well,
And
I
but she, your story is not different, but it's unique. Like
yeah,
we hear these stories all the time about infidelity in relationships by men and by women, and each one has a unique way that it turned out. And Dion's story definitely does that for her play, and yours will be your story, but somewhere in the mess it's going to be a blessing for you and for someone else, because there's people out there going through, baby.
yes, yes, and it's you're going through it mentally, you're going through it physically. You have to worry about, okay, do I have a disease? Let me check. Let me go to the doctor. It's a lot that goes with a person being cheating on their mate. Because you don't you we always, with a woman, we pretty much know when that pH balance is thrown off. We know
Oh yeah, right away.
right away, and that's where I was my pH balance was thrown off.
Yep. And then it gets thrown off, and then it gets thrown off again.
Yes, so it
It's
keeps getting,
like,
so it's definitely true about the pH balance,
oh
and it's
yeah.
feel in your heart. If you
Yes.
shouldn't have to go through your mate's phone to get the truth. You should.
And we've talked about that on the show before. Girlfriend Peggy brought it up. And even in conversations that I have with younger women like my daughter, they'll tell you right away, hey, the truth about a person is in their phone. They
Get
hold that
the phone.
in the phone.
It is, but you know what? A lot of times God will show you without you having to do that, because I never went through my husband's phone. I always wanted to give him the respect that he deserved. And I still give him the respect that he deserves, because he's still an excellent husband, provider, coach, mentor, friend. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I but God will show you things. And that's what happened with me. I believed wholeheartedly he was not cheating. I felt like, you're 61, you're 62 years old. We're way past that, and but then there it is. Someone in my DM telling me something different and showing me something different. So it wasn't just she told me, she came with receipts.
Wow. That has to be mind blowing. Welcome, Andre, in the virtual audience with us tonight. He said he was with a woman and she cheated on him for 11 years, and that he went through her phone too. I'm telling you, that phone ain't no lie.
But
It
think you should need to go through your
You
mate's phone.
shouldn't. You
Shouldn't
shouldn't.
have to, but a lot of people are led to do it. It's almost like that forbidden fruit. I mean, it's just sitting there, and you have so many
Right,
opportunities there to do it, and it's like it's always fighting with you. Should I? Shouldn't I?
right.
So
And
you
I
got
guess
to be real strong not to do it.
I might have known earlier if I had, but I didn't. I don't even go through my kids' phones when teenagers. I did. I felt like I didn't get respected.
You
So I
know.
didn't.
And like what has to happen to make, if you're going along tra la la and you're not getting any signals, because usually
I
there are signals. People change their pattern, they change how they talk to you, or how they interact with you. So you're going along, tra la la, thinking that everything is okay. You didn't even have an impulse to check the phone.
no, ma'am, I did not. I was happy. So if you look at my Facebook, it says, I see nobody but him. I'm a happy wife, happy life, trophy wife. I'm happy. And when she came into my DM, she repeated those words because those words hurt her, right? Because I was tra la la, you know, in the blind of it. And, never, you can come in my DM and you can say whatever you want to say. I choose not to. So if men were coming into my DM, I would automatically block them because I'd automatically go onto a block mode. Let me block them because they're coming into my DM. If you're coming in my DM and showing a pic of your private, you
Uh,
are going because now you're disrespecting me.
mm,
So that's
mm, mm,
where I was with that.
mm.
Didn't have a
Yes.
clue.
That's amazing to not have a clue.
Mm-mm.
Andre said that he just made pretend he was her, and text the other man, and then the truth came out, and you know that has to be painful. So, how long after that did you decide to start doing the TikToks?
Me?
Yes,
Oh, me. Okay, I thought you were still
yes,
talking.
you baby.
So right after that, I started right away because I was
Did
just
you
so
really?
right. I was. I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be honest. And I mean, I just got to give it. I got to give you the truth. Um, I was so angry um, at the time that I felt like I could have. I could have hurt him. And so I felt, with prayer and talking with my auntie that is also a reverend, and with a lot of guidance from people around me saying, hey, the people that I trust saying, hey, you're a beautiful woman. Nothing is worth that. You need to continue with your life and keep doing the good that you're doing. Um, for people that you're trying to help. And so I just threw myself right into the TikTok. Like automatically, I just started to, we were, of course, talking and trying to work things out between the two of us. But, when someone has betrayed your trust, you don't really believe, you could say the sky is green and it might be green, but it does, at this point, I don't believe anything.
Right.
You've already taken that trust from me. So I just decided that, instead of going crazy and losing my mind, I got to
And
channel,
tearing up stuff and killing people.
tearing up cars and doing all those things and killing people. I said, I got to channel this energy. And I channeled it into TikTok. And that was when I found out about the affair. I believe that was like, it's fresh. It was only 3 months ago that I
Ah,
had the affair.
oh,
So
it still stings.
yeah, she came into my inbox. I believe it was the holiday of Memorial Day. She came into
Wow.
my, yes.
Wow. And so what's the plan now? Do you go to therapy together? You know, is it something, or is it still too new yet?
I I think that I need to go to therapy, but right now he's doing therapy on his own. I need to probably come into therapy with him, but I haven't gotten there yet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I haven't gotten there yet. And I know that therapy is a good thing, and I'm not going to knock it. Therapy is a great thing. But I feel like right now he is the one that has the problem, and he needs to deal with his problem. And then bring me in later if this is what we're going to do, and we decide that we are going to make the marriage work. I mean, it's been 38 years.
Yes, and you don't want to just toss that aside like it's nothing. Um, you know, and it seems like you know, but at some point you have to do what you have to do. You know, so right now to stay with it and work on it, I'm a firm believer in working on it. Working on it is, you know, until you feel like you are absolutely done. You
Right.
know, that is everything that you want it to be, you know, is the, or that it's nothing that you want, you know, till you get to a point where you can make a clear decision. I'm going to stay or I'm going to go, and not feel bad about either one.
But the thing that hurts the most is that you lost the trust, right? That trust. So when you walk out the door now, are you really walking out the door? Are you really going to work? Did you get off? What time did you get off? You know, I don't want to be that person.
Mm-mm.
Person that has to be your mother, because I can't mother. You can't raise a grown man,
No.
right? So I'm not that person to raise you. That's why I never went into his phone, because I felt like whatever you do in the dark, I'm a child. God is going to do it to me, and He did that. He did that for me.
Yes, he did.
So
Yes,
we have
he
to
did.
decide on what we do when God keeps showing us things. You know, when things happen, they happen for a reason. And I
Yep. And you know, and hopefully it's a reason that will be one that brings about a growth, expansion, improvement, because you obviously have something going on that other females want.
yeah,
Okay, you have a man who has been a great provider for you and makes your life comfortable. He protects, he provides. Women are looking for that. They see you have that, and they don't mind doing whatever they think might help them get what you have. And so that means that there's some value there. There's something good going on there, and you don't want to just toss that aside like yesterday's newspaper. You know.
Yeah,
So
38 years is a lot of years to throw away. I mean, to not really put your all into trying to bring it back together again, you know. But he,
you're
yeah.
like I said, if your heart is in the right place, it's a matter of where his heart is, and if he's being truthful, honest, and transparent with you, that's really what he want to do. That's a
right.
long time. That's a lifetime investment. I'm sorry, 38 years is it's more than half your life.
And that's what I'm hoping, that therapy will do that for the both of us. But you know, I don't know. You know, that is a long time. But you know, the thing is that, was it worth it? Is it worth it? Was it worth it that you could hurt someone so bad that to keep? And I'm surprised I can talk about this and smile about it, because if you would have been talking to me 2 months ago, you probably would have got a different Vanessa. So I'm just like I'm at a point where I'm at peace, and
okay.
I don't think that you can hurt me any more than you already have. And at this point, if you're getting therapy, and when I make my mind up that I'm going to join you in that therapy, that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we love hearing you say that, and we want you know, we want the best for you and for
Let
him,
me
because we like black love. We love black love. We want black love to survive.
Well, I think therapy is awesome, and you know, Couples do need therapy at times, but the best therapy
Yeah,
is just to look yourself in the mirror, the person that's doing the cheating, and be honest with yourself. Can I continue to disrespect this woman? Do I love her enough to be honest, to make the sacrifice of committing to her and only to her? It's a matter of checking your mind and you made vows to this woman. Look
it
yourself
is.
in the mirror and decide whether or not you're going to do her right or you're going to do her wrong, because you know what right is and you know what wrong is.
You know what,
As a
wrong?
grown ass man, grown ass woman, you know when you're doing somebody wrong.
You know when you
It's
do it.
not rocket science.
And the thing is that you know what's right from wrong, and you know that if someone finds out, that's going to be detrimental to anybody's health, mentally and physically. So you know what you're doing when what you do.
And what about it emotionally? And then, like you say, it's going to bring in physical effects. You might stop eating, get severely
Right?
depressed, and then lose the weight again. And then, like, it's just more than mentally physical. It's a lot of things. It's
It's a lot of,
everything. It's everything with that rolled up into one.
it really is.
It's a domino effect. Yeah.
It's a domino effect, and
Yeah.
then when you have children involved, which we have, our youngest is 22. So you have kids involved. They're adults though, so we don't have any small children. So I'm not holding your hand. There's nothing here to keep you here. And that is what I told the other woman when she came into my inbox. He can go if he wants to be with you, he can be with you, baby,
Yeah.
because we don't have any children here to keep us together. Our kids
Let's
are
stand for the sake of the children. Right.
so we
Right.
can't even use that excuse. So
Right.
if that's what he wants, if he loves you, then he should be with you,
Go on
because
with
don't
you, baby.
love.
Right. And I don't want you over here with me unhappy
And because you're in love with somebody else.
because you're in love with somebody else and I'm
Go
That-
getting the
on with
short
the
end
other
of the
woman.
stick.
So that's it, because you know that you, everybody desire, when you look at somebody, if they're attractive and you know what you like. So let's say you look at your husband, you look at your wife, you know that other people are going to be attracted to them too. But the thing is that you need to know that this is an attraction, and I'm not going to go any further than that, because I get hit on every day.
That
My
goes back to self-discipline and
it's
maturity.
and it's mature.
Self-discipline and maturity. You know that people gonna always find you sexually attractive or have chemistry that they think they have with you, or they want to get to know you better. A lot of people gonna always throw you compliments. You don't take those compliments to heart. You don't take them
Right.
as to mean every man that say, "Hey, you look beautiful," or "Hey, beautiful, how you doing?" You're not trying to take that and run with him, and this gonna be my next man. Oh,
Mhm.
oh, I gotta get something with her. I gotta get something from her. She want what I got. No, it's just a compliment.
It's just a compliment, and that's all it is, and that's what it's supposed to be. And you're supposed to be able to move on, take it, receive it, and
Thank
go,
you. And keep it moving. Right.
because you know that other people have different agendas that they want, right? So you should know
Yes.
what you have at home that is supposed to be able to keep you at home, because what is worth your marriage? That's what I've always been able to put in my head, is that I've seen other men that are attracted. I know that I'm not going to be the only woman that you're attracted to. It's just a matter of being able to know that, hey, okay, thank you for that, but I got the good stuff at home. And that's where I'm going to. I'm going home. So that's
And
basically, it's a maturity thing, like you said.
Yes, most definitely a maturity thing. It has been so lovely being with you tonight and sharing with you and hearing your story. Write it down, do
And
some
I hope you guys, I tried to give it to you as raw as possible, because I didn't want to lie about any of it.
no,
So just hoping that my story will change somebody's life, and whatever
heart, mind, yeah.
continue.
Mhm.
yes,
But
most definitely. Most
queens, and
definitely.
take the time to talk to me. Oh, I am in awe, baby. I'm in awe.
Well, we're so happy to have you. And I wanted to
What is that?
we would be remiss. What do you have there?
What is
Well,
that?
he's here. He cooked me some crawfish, shrimp, potatoes, corn, So he was cooking as I was doing the interview.
Okay,
So,
Right.
we love him.
He want to
And
keep you thick.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
This time of night. Yeah. He
He
want to
wants
keep
to
you
keep
thick.
you, and he wants to keep you thick.
Yes.
yeah,
It looks good.
It looks
Casey,
good.
I'm past that point in my life where I need to be accepted because I need to be thin. I'm past that.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm happy with the skin that I'm in, and I believe that we're all beautiful queens.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
And
Yes,
indeed.
absolutely.
shout out to the DZ Noops. Hi, Kappas.
Now, I want to thank you, especially for taking the time out to come tonight,
Yes.
because
Thank you.
we know that just a few days ago, your family had quite a traumatic tragedy occur, and you lost your 16-year-old grandson to violence.
Yes, gun violence. He was shot in the chest.
Oh wow.
Jesus. And I said, Vanessa, I said, you are going through right now. I said, if you want to reschedule, we can. And you said, no, I
I,
need something else to do to occupy my time, because the hurt and the anguish that you're feeling at the loss of your grandbaby and the way it
Mm,
happened is just overwhelming. And we just want to extend our most sincere
yes.
condolences and sympathy
Absolutely.
to you and your family.
thank you
Yes.
so Thank you so much. I know my kids are listening, so I know that means a lot. I told them all to tune in.
Yeah, and we want to let folks know that there's a GoFundMe for Dontre Johnson, Dontrae Johnson. And I don't know, can you go to GoFundMe.com and find that?
And you can go to GoFundMe.com, put his name in, Don Trey Johnson, and it'll pop right up. Or they can reach it on my Facebook. The link is there. The link is on my TikTok and my Instagram.
Okay.
So I know that uh, it doesn't, whatever you decide to give, it can be $1. It doesn't even matter. $1 adds into 2 to 3 to 4.
Yes, it does. It multiplies, and we'll pray for multiplication of any contribution. It's right there. I have his name on the call on the screen, and so you can see that it's the GoFundMe, and you spell his name Dontrae.
Yes,
Okay,
that.
thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank-
much,
And I want
Terry.
you again. I mean, I love you, and I'm gonna follow you. You're beautiful.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. We want to keep up with your progress and everything that's going on with you. And we have, a beautiful family of Raw Talkers that are very supportive, and so you can see how to follow Vanessa and show her some love, and you'll see her link. Also, let me get that for you so you'll know how to find Vanessa on TikTok, and you can go to her TikTok and find the link for the GoFundMe. It's also on my Facebook page, or well, it will be soon. I was right in the middle of making a donation, and then I had to stop and do something for the show. So, but we'll have it on our page as well, so people will know how to find you and make a contribution, because we are so sad to have that happen.
Before we go,
Yes, ma'am.
there's one thing, and I know our viewers would appreciate it and love it if you would kind of stand up a little bit and give us a full view. I know you're dying to do it.
Well,
Let's see what's going on.
awareness.
Okay. All right. It's there, honey. Oh, yes.
That dress is everything.
Woo-wee. Yes.
And of course, I don't have on shoes, but I wanted to let you know I'm just off the breast cancer. And
She
just
said she was
Beautiful.
rocking her pink tonight in
Oh,
honor
yes.
of all of the breast cancer survivors.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous.
You giving it to them, baby.
thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Queen.
Well, thank you. We wish absolutely all the best for you, and we're looking forward to you coming back.
Yes, I'm available anytime.
Okay, then this is wonderful. Well, take care, my love, and we love you. God bless you, and we'll talk with you again soon. Okay, you got my number, sis. Stay in touch.
Of course.
Okay. All right. You have a good night. You have a good night. It was wonderful. It was wonderful being with you. Absolutely lovely. Take care, darling. Woo, girlfriend Peggey.
Yes, yes, yes.
That was quite a show tonight. Having somebody be so candid and share with us was really special. So we thank her for that. We want to thank my friend Terry Vincent Polite for handling things for us, because I'm hey baby, how you doing? Yeah,
I'm backstage doing like this. Bring me up, bring me up. I was trying to tell you, bring me up.
Hey,
I'm waving it.
Now Miss B have to put me to work, so I'm on here looking at pictures and getting links and all that stuff. So
I did not want the show to go by without having her stand up.
Oh yeah, that was a good thing. That was a good thing.
So I was like, anybody who before we go off, please.
Yes, that was good. That was good, girlfriend Peggey. Yeah, but I want to thank Terry for backing us up, because I just wanted to make sure I had backup tonight, because I'm out of town, and then I had to get a new computer and get everything set up, and I'm just like, look, I must have a plan B. So thank you. We appreciate you and love you for that. And we had a good time. And those babies were pretty good tonight. They weren't too bad.
No, they're not too bad. I got one right close to me. I had to mute. I was muted a few times throughout the show, because you can hear him right here. He's not crying, but he's just silent and he's talking. And he thinks I'm talking to him. Yes. So yeah, and the other one is upstairs and her watching TV, and she's good and quiet tonight.
Listen at him. He just representing. That's so good. Okay, well, we're going to get out of here for tonight. Much love to Vanessa Ross Taylor. You make sure that you follow her, and then go to the GoFundMe page for her, and for Dante, and make sure that if you can, that you give a donation, because we were sad to hear that. Listen to that boy. He is carrying on, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here, girlfriend Peggey. Much love to you, baby. I'll talk to you. Y'all take care. Have a blessed night. That's it for Raw Talk.